Soap I'm going to be making today is a warm process, mostly organic soap. I'm going to be using organic coconut oil, organic olive oil, babasu oil, organic castor oil, organic shea butter, and organic raw cocoa butter. And we are going to be also putting in essential oil of lavender, essential oil of rosemary, and raw handcrafted botanicals of mountain sage and lavender. And the lavender is looking fantastic. The sage smells great. The flowers are blue, and when you cut this loaf open, the flowers will be green blue still. They will not be cooked. There will be no gossip of what the lavender looks like, because it'll still look like a flower in this process. I'm going to cook a bit in the solar oven and a bit inside, and when we slice them open, we'll see what they look like. And thank you for joining me, and I'm excited to see how the new solar soaping goes. Over here to the left, just really quick, this is a loaf I just cut here. It is Montana sweetgrass and Montana sage, and just recently it started getting darker on the inside, but it was a really nice creamy color for a while. And the same thing kind of happened when I got the creosote. I made creosote soap, and you can kind of see the square in the middle there. It used to be vibrant green, like beautiful green of creosote. So these soaps are turning out fantastic, and a lot of people say a lot of nice things about them, and they're really helping people, and they're helping me. So anyway, I thought I would try to take it a little bit further and make the soap in the solar oven. So let's see how it goes. Next, we're going to let our oils gently warm on the oven until they all melt, and then turn the heat off and let them cool back down while we mix the lye, and also let the lye come back down to room temperature. So the oil and everything is melting pretty nice. The only thing that's left in there is pretty much the shea and cocoa butter. So I turned the heat off, and I'm just gonna let the rest of this melt in its own heat and mix up the lye. Wow, that's a lot of lye. That's a lot of lye, folks. 1 pound, 1 ounce. Woo! Now we're gonna grind this sage up in the food processor and have fresh white sage for the soap. Here's the sage all ground up, and we'll have to remove some of these sticks. Here's our essential oils, lavender and rosemary, measured out and ready to be added to the soap when we get to trace. Little piece of lavender floating around in there. I'm about to get that out. It's gonna cook. Oh yeah. Okay, we have definitely reached a nice heavy trace, heavy medium trace, and I'm going to turn the old handy wearing whipper off, and I'm going to pour this into the molds, one for the solar oven and one for the regular oven, which is set at 170 to be monitored around 130. So what I do is I set the oven at 170, and as I hear the timer go on and off, I try to regulate the oven at about 135 degrees as best as I can, and that's what I'm going to be doing outside with the solar oven. So I'll show you what the loaves look like after they're poured, but here's what it looks like so far. It's looking really good. It smells fantastic. I just use Van shoe boxes and plastic liners that I cut in half that I get at Costco. I got that idea from the soap guy. Okay, here's the soap all poured out into its molds, and we'll be putting one into the oven. The one on the left, the smaller one, we're going to be putting into the solar oven. So let's see how that works out. Inside the solar oven, we're clocked in at about 160. A little bit warmer than what we want, but as long as I don't get any air bubbles on the top, I'm fine. So I haven't rotated it, I haven't turned it. The loaf of soap, I haven't opened the box, and here we sit. It's 15 minutes into the cook. The one in the oven, it looks just like this, and the temperature in the oven is about the same. Okay, cool. It's working out. It's working out. Okay, we're 30 minutes into the cook. Looking into the mirror here, you can see that we have gone into gel phase. So it's cooking more on one side than the other. So I don't know if the box isn't heating evenly or not. It's going into gel phase really quick, and the one that's in the oven isn't quite here yet. It's almost there. So they're about on the same time frames, although the one in the oven has actually been in there just a little bit more. So they're going into gel. You can just watch it go right now. It's moving that quick. Maintaining that constant degree of about 160, 165. And there it is. It's just gelling right in front of us. Pretty cool to be able to watch this. Actually, I've never been able to see it other than looking through the window on the oven. So it's pretty cool. Okay. Chickens. Not quite to gel at all, actually, in the oven inside the house. So we're set at about 160 in the oven, and here it is. Same time as the solar oven, going straight to gel. Cool, man. Saving energy. This is going to be the new way to do it, especially here in Arizona. Summer coming up, we'll be cooking loaves in the backyard. Solar soap. Organic solar soap. Nice. Okay, the soap out here in the solar oven has definitely gone through its gel phase, and now we're going to take it out. Cooked all day long at about 170. It's actually getting hotter in there. To lower the heat down in here for the next time, which will probably be tomorrow or the next day I cook some soap out here, I'm just going to take some of the black material out and try to just give it let it breathe a little bit more. Okay, so here's the soap. Looking pretty nice. Solar soap. "24 hours later, solar soap versus oven soap, warm process." I sliced them inside and brought them outside. So I'll just pull them apart and you can see what they look like on the inside. Flowers are still green and blue. The purple polka dots that you see that aren't inside but they're on the outside is from the light cooking the sage. They're actually sage spots. I also noticed on the side of the solar soap right here, only on that part right here, it was heated too quickly, and so it caused these air bubbles like it does in silicone pans if you heat silicone too long or whatever. So this is the solar loaf right here. Turned out pretty nice right here. Sorry, solar loaf. And this is the oven bake. And that's what that guy looks like. So they actually look identical. They smell identical. They should. They're from the same batch. The oven soap cooked perfectly. The solar soap just had this small bubbling problem on the side. Both of them smell fantastic. And that's about it. So yay for solar soap. All natural, handmade, mostly organic solar soap. Next on the list is to hook up the wearing whipper to a solar panel, and I will have completely off-grid soap. Off-grid soap, people, that's what I'm talking about here. So anyway, thanks for joining me, you guys, and it is a little handheld camera, and I'm no professional or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, what up, YouTube?